right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order at 5:05 p.m.
That seems to be a theme.
You want to record it?
Yeah. I am.
Oh, you are recording, okay. All right, if you want to read the minutes of the June 16th meeting.
Oh, yeah. The attendees for the meeting was called to order at 5:05. Attendees Stephen Hines, Dustin Dillard, Joanne Calabrese, and 11 community members. Minutes were of the May 19th, 2026 meeting were read by Stephen and approved. The only financials I had at that time were from Harrodsburg, $23,817.59. Of that, $21,262.40 is in checking and $2,554.19 in savings. The gun raffle in the CD was $10,680, and in the gun raffle it was $11,522.17. Smithville Community Center, the ending balance was $4,738.25, and in savings they have $4,937. Update on projects. We talked about the flat roof at Smithville Community Center. One bid from Steve's Roofing had come in. It was for $9,500. Steve gave Nancy another roofer's name. The road to Smithville, Diamonds. The Diamonds, the people at the Diamonds were just told and realized that their lease included the road. Dustin's going to work on grants to cover the cost. Discussed options for a temporary fix. New business, couldn't vote on resolution to approve salaries until Thelma or Tony are here. And new sign for the front of Smithville Community Center is ordered and should be ready soon. Additional discussion, Joanne said Bloomington South will be playing in the state finals Saturday. Sadly, he didn't win. Point was made that the majority of these young men started playing at Smithville Diamonds. Matt Bartlett said there will be fireworks at the Smithville Park on July 4th. Pat Clark asked about the renovation of Doc Mitchell's office. We hope to be able to get bids to do that sometime in 2027. The meeting was adjourned at 5:30.
All right. I will make a motion to approve as written, as read.
I approve. I second that.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Financial reports. Township has a current cash on hand balance of $234,426. The remaining 2026 budget balances are as follows. $0 in the rainy day fund. The general fund has a balance of $156,355. The township assistance has a balance of $64,329. And the recreation fund has $46,581 remaining. Harrodsburg, do you have the Harrodsburg one?
You know, does somebody have the Harrodsburg one? I think I do. Oh, yes.
For checking, we have $19,911.49. Savings, $2,554.35. CD has $10,713.90, and our gaming has $11,522.17.
Sounds like it's going to be a nice gun next year.
It's an allocated gun. They haven't got back to me to verify they can get it for us.
Hopefully we can get two. All right, Smithville Community Center, Nancy gave us a report on that. Had a ending balance of $4,780.42. I don't see anything in here other than the normal energy and property management. Rents are paid. Okay, and one uncleared for the thing. So there's a ending balance of the savings account is $4,900.41. So, Smithville Area Association.
We've got a balance of $14,358.79.
Perfect.
Do you have anything from the farmer's market this time, Patty?
Oh, I haven't got all the figures. No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay.
I can send that to you, so.
Okay, thank you.
All right, update on projects. So the flat roof at Smithville Community Center. I know next phase, when I saw him the other day, he said he was reworking it.
Yeah.
Something about you pointed out some issues and he found some measuring differences, and so he was going to rework that to get the final bid on it. So that'll be on hold, and hopefully by next month we'll have that back and can decide on those two. Leaks in the conference room. They've been plugging away up there.
Selma and Tony signed the order for them to go ahead and fix that flashing up on the roof by the conference room, and they are finished with them. I was hoping that I was going to bring Phil with me, but they didn't get it. Travis had been up on the roof and took pictures. He's going to send me the pictures so no one else has to climb up there. He says they did a real good job.
I mean, I know they ground into that limestone and did it how it was supposed to be
Well, when you
done.
drive past it and you look up at the roof, you can see there's a difference up there. So
Good.
anyway, it is done, and that bill was for 21-23 to finish up that flashing and fix it. So that's the bill I'm expecting from that.
Perfect. Yeah, hopefully that fixes that leak, which it should. We've known all along that that was a potential issue. and-
Yeah, they seem to feel like that will take care of it.
Well, I know whatever they did prior to the last storm, right before fair, it didn't leak after they did a temp fix. So I'm sure the permanent fixes
Yeah.
is better.
Nancy, remind me again who did that?
Next phase.
Next day.
They're also the ones that are going to be coming out when they get a little bit of rain to look at all the gutters on all the buildings. He's like, doesn't really do us good to look at it when it's dry. He said, I need to kind of look at it, hopefully when it's raining a little bit, but they're going to come out and do inspection on all the gutters.
When did they do those gutters? They just put gutters up in Smithville not too long ago.
Smithville and Redmond, but it's been, and I think Smithville and Redmond's gutters aren't so much a problem with the gutters as
They're pulling away from the building.
a little bit there, but the angle of the roof, it's overshooting the gutters. So there's no chance to get in the gutter. It's going right over the top. That one at Redmond was going like 6 feet out into the parking lot one day.
So in our areas, we're just looking at adjusting the gutters. We don't
Putting in like a
necessarily
baffle.
need new gutters.
Yeah, they're looking at putting in a baffle, something in where the corners meet to slow it down and get it into the gutters instead of out into the middle of the road.
For some reason too, once the rain quits, the gutters on the second floor keep a fairly steady drip in front of that back door of Redmond too, so.
How old are your gutters in here? Forever? My building was built.
That backside's
Maybe
really
original,
bad.
No.
That backside looks pretty old.
Yeah.
You got some wood damage underneath it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sat out there one day. I know I look like
Same
a,
thing with the gutter on the stage for the basketball court, that it's starting to pull away, and I'm sure there's probably some wood damage on that too.
Yeah, I sat out there one day and I know I looked weird when we got that good little rainstorm. I was sitting on the back side, I sat on the front side, looked up at the stage. People were probably wondering what the heck I was doing. But yeah, that back side was really bad.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How many estimates do you usually get for things like that?
We'll do an inspection and then we'll decide estimates on it. But we just have to have somebody look at it first to tell us, is this just something that's a quick fix or if it's actually like needs to go out for bids and repairs.
What
But-
do you mean as a quick
yeah.
fix?
Do I,
What is a quick fix?
like if a screw's loose is what the problem is or if it actually needs repairs. So sometimes it's just one of the gutter pins popped out. I think it's more than that, but they'll look at it first and then give us, so whenever we do a bid process, we know what we're asking for. So everybody's bidding the same. And it's 3 bids? Yeah.
Try to.
3 bids once we get the inspection and know what we're looking at. Smithville Community Center sign.
The committee met, we looked at it, everyone liked it, we rearranged some of the lettering, it's going back to the sign place. So I'm looking at probably a week and a half, we should be able to have it up out front. And we're going to mow down
The lilies.
the daylilies, the ditch lilies, we're just gonna mow them. If you want them, big enough, but they're gonna.
Yeah, if you guys want some of them, come get them.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll keep mowing them down.
And is the sign coming out of township or is it coming out of community center?
I think we figured the sign could come out of the community center fund because it was there. Is that not right? I'm looking at Steven as we were talking about it. I think we decided it was coming out of the community center
I
fund.
think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
I think the committee decided on that.
I mean, that would make most sense since it was
Because
from
it
the
was
rents
more
they
of a
paid for the
temporary than
building.
it was a permanent.
Right,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be there forever.
Forever. It's just-
We'll get something
We just wanted to
better
make sure that it was
sometime.
up there and people knew what was in the building.
Right.
Yeah, and I've got another update about that too. All right, old business. Tony, you want to talk on the resolution?
Oh. I don't see it right now. Which one are we doing first?
Your salary. It's just your salary.
Oh, it's, what this is for 2027.
No, the one about
Under
the
old
adding
business.
employee.
Okay. Well, we
'Cause that's that one.
we had talked earlier about possibly bringing some more flexibility after the first of the year. And there's options for some extra people where you can adjust it, but it's padded enough there can be some changes made and corrections. It's not just cut down to the bone. And I thought that was the best.
And this
Deal for-
one's about getting somebody in here now though, in case. This one is the salaries for, we talked about bringing somebody on to digitize the cemeteries.
Oh, we're trying to do that on some of the stuff on the
Yeah.
side. Just our cash on hand or different funding.
Okay.
Because all the funds, we try to put a little pad or cushion on it, and now what we're gonna do is figure out how much cushion we've got until the end of the year. And once we get through the budget, we'll get a cleaner idea of what we have remaining, and we'll cut down. The Form 17 is a resolution just for budget year 2027, and
So
That
that's
was the
what we're
best-
voting on,
yeah,
2027.
that's the best funds total I came up with.
And that'll be put in the budget.
And there's a
for-
lot of flexible, and if there's extra, there will be extra money after that, and that can always be adjusted and reused in different areas also.
Do another copy of that one. That top copy on the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one on the very end with the numbers. Yeah.
Are you voting on the 2027
No, this is for
budget?
2026. This is the one you redid to bring on a part-time person. 15 hours.
Hold on. I'm trying to read. Okay, that should say 27. Just missed that when I was reading through it. Let's scratch that out and do 2027 in it.
Yeah.
See, Stephen,
That's,
see the one
it's the same
that's
copy.
the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same copy.
Well.
Yeah, because I thought you were bringing one on for 26 part-time, 15 hours.
There are And this has specified, a secondary deputy.
Yeah, part-time hourly for the office. A
And
part
there's also-
assistant for township assistants and an assistant for recreation.
Right, and there's a second one in the township assistants. There's 3 different spaces for the flexibility of using people. One's under the general, one's under TA, and then the other one's under recreation.
This is for next year?
Yes,
Okay.
So at the top, it should say 2026.
yes, I just, I
2027.
didn't see it, 2027, right.
And we need this before we do the budget next month, right? So we can
Well,
set.
we're in the middle of the budget right
Well,
now.
no, but I mean, before we start,
It's already in.
but I thought September, don't we do the finalizing of the budget in
Yeah.
September?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're doing all the paperwork.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a working copy of the budget by Wednesday this week, maybe Thursday. And then that's when we start doing some of the advertising and getting things lined out. And then I think the dates are in September.
Yeah, because we have, what, 3 meetings in September?
2.
2? One to present the budget to us, and then one to vote on the
Right.
budget.
And it's, they're on the board already, and,
Okay. Yeah, I knew they were already in.
but we're entering everything on that new budget 2.0, and it doesn't work the same as the old one does. We ran into a place for our additional appropriation. We've got it hung up someplace where DLGF can see it, but when they tell us to bring it up on ours, we can't bring up the same thing they do, so she's gonna try to manually fix that
And
tomorrow.
isn't budget 2.0 supposed to be more accurate than Tom's Web as far as our allocation?
Well, Tom's Web's just kind of our accounting software. But the budget, yeah, the 2.0, it's got a lot of extra bells and whistles. It's just gonna take some transition. I mean, I can see, once we get through it, the first time you go through it, you don't know you need to click this here to try to open up something here, unless you watch the training videos, and even the training videos,
Because I know
I would get frustrated because they go so fast through it, and then you gotta stop it and turn it back, and
So no, ITA had a thing on it last month. They had like
Yeah.
a 4-hour virtual meeting on it, and they kind of, was it Laramie, the attorney, Bellamy? The township attorney.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so he had the township attorney actually, ITA attorney, went through
Okay.
it, and
Are you talking about the ITA one or the DLGF?
the ITA had one last
Yeah.
month in June for like 4 hours. They went through
Yeah,
everything, and he was telling us how it's gonna be.
I didn't get a chance to see that one.
Yeah,
I saw
it's
the
on
one
the ITA's website.
Winnegar's doing.
Is that next month?
DLGF. No, he already did it. It's
Okay.
it's just a regular training one. I can look up that one too, maybe before tomorrow.
Yeah, they're good. He went a lot slower. So,
I mean, they're accountants. They're used to stuff trying to go fast. It's like, wait a minute.
so basically we need a motion and a second to approve the
Yes.
salary. I'll make a motion to approve the salaries for the 2027 township officers and employees.
I second that motion.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Could I ask what are the salaries for the teacher?
What we do?
Yeah, go ahead and read them off.
Oh, you want a copy, or is there extra copies or
Yeah,
whatever?
there's a
Yeah,
copy over there.
copies. You want one, Susan?
And there's the Thelma.
It's what she's asking is what other employees there might be, right? Is that
Yeah.
what you said, Susan?
Yeah, I wanted to know what you were exactly voting on. You said you were voting on salaries, but you didn't mention the amount for the salaries
And they're flat from this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing we
Except
did
it's-
is we added part-time employees for next year. So additional staff in the office.
You know, the trustees is a little bit lower, but you could also use one of the other positions to offset some of that, I believe.
Okay. So lower for the trustees position, adding part-time positions.
And it's all flexible. It's all within the same fund.
Okay. And all of these will be presented at the full budget, right? That'll all be listed on the full
Oh, yeah.
budget.
Yeah, when we break down.
Yeah,
the
when we
lines.
break down everything by line in September, that'll all be in it.
Or we probably just need to hand this out with it.
But it still should be in the personnel, right?
They don't break it down that way. This is all perfect inside. You need a signature. You got a pen?
All right, and then,
You approved it, right?
yeah, it's approved and done with signing. Now the second one's your resolution.
Okay, that resolution was recommended by DLGF to put out. They're wanting to, this gives the option after 2027, first of the year, you could use the perf hybrid or the perf, I believe it's deferred compensation. Right now, we just have one of the plans, and this just opens the door for the option on the secondary plan if anybody chooses to in the future.
And the state's offering this a separate plan, correct?
Yeah.
So the state's now offering township a separate perf. There's two different ones. They just offered a second one, so anybody that's in perf will have the ability to pick between two now instead of being forced into one. So we're bringing this in line with the state's offering.
Yeah, one's perf hybrid, and the other one's perf my choice.
But again, this was initiated on the state side, offering two different
Yeah,
plans.
it actually came out in 2024. Now it's just kind of dwindling down, and it's just an option when something to look at if they wanted to. This way, you don't have to wait after January 1 to do something if you choose to during a transitionary period.
Okay. You got any questions on it?
No. I don't understand it, but I don't know.
Just like a
I
retire-
did, so I did.
Yeah, as I say, I know you sent it to us.
Yeah,
I understand what the difference of what
this
our two
is
choices might be.
this is for next year. The 2026-2017 we did June last year. So this is like the first step going into the budget when I do the section for general.
Does the one we signed say 2027 at
Yes.
this time?
Yeah, on the bottom. Yeah, on the bottom of the line. Enter.
All right. I will make a motion that we give the option of the two state 401 or PERF plans for the 2027 year.
I second that motion.
All right. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right. Now we're at the favorite part of the evening where it's additional discussions. I do have one update. I spoke to the postmaster today. We will be getting our mailbox installed over there, and they will be delivering to it.
Yay.
They will not initially be separating the mail out. They'll put it in one box, and then we can divvy it up. Once we have established like unit numbers and it starts coming in that way, they're not opposed to do that. But they will at least deliver it up to the roundabout.
Okay.
So I'll get the final approval from the postmaster in writing before we install it. But I caught them today. So they did approve us to do that.
Okay.
And then they asked if we were going to do one for Redmond. Do you guys have a mailbox for Redmond?
We just have the P.O. box.
Okay. Yeah, because he asked if Redmond wanted one too, and I'm like, I believe not. So, okay. So that's what I thought, but I said I would check tonight.
Thanks for asking.
Yep, because they're like, do you want one for there? And I'm like, I don't think so, but let me ask. So, any other additional discussions? Yeah.
I had a question about the bill from Mitchell Excavating. Was that the contractor who did all of the work at the school on the water problem?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have Is it possible for the public to see all of the bills and change orders and everything that went into that?
He's gathering it now. We were hoping to have it tonight, but we have not received it yet. So Tony's working on gathering that, and as soon as we have it, we will be bringing it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we were hoping to have it today, but he did not get it to Tony yet. So as soon as he does, it will be coming into a meeting. Yes, Pat.
You said something about digitizing the cemeteries and stuff. I didn't know if that was an ongoing project or you're...
Tony and Thelma, I think, have been working with Jenny to try to get the cemeteries digitized to where there's a digital record instead of having to bring out maps and look at everything. So they're working to digitize those for the township office.
You better keep a map.
Oh, I'm always keep a map.
Keep it active.
Yeah, we always keep a map, but it would be nice to have a digital copy just for quick reference. Because
It's a lot easier to search by just typing in the names or looking over the entire page for.
well, and we had a situation come up where somebody was looking for a plot and I didn't have access to the maps, but we may have access to the digital to at least get in the area to know roughly what we're doing.
Is that what will be on the digital also, the plots that are available? Or-
Is that
It'll be
equipment?
available plots and it'll be the deed holder primarily, but it may have some individual plots after the deed holder.
Anything else? Going once?
Is this public comment or is this on what you're talking
That
about?
additional discussion is public comment. That's anything that's not on the agenda. What you got, Jeff?
I run into you somewhere and you told me about this election not being personal, that, you know, it's time for a change and all that stuff. Every time I go somewhere, especially in the Circle S area where everybody's there, I know these people. I don't know them by name. I know them by faces from the fire department. Everybody says, what the hell is going on with this current board? That I guess some people's heard some stuff at the, what do you call it, farmer's market, and I don't know which one of the three, but this, I'm getting ready to cuss, I'm trying to slow something. This has got to stop. I've heard people come to me and tell me that Thelma is, and Tony or got the state board of accounts crawling up them, they're in trouble. I've heard that your name, Steve,
Probably.
yeah, said, well, I overheard him talking at Red Man, not Red Man, your place. I never can remember farmer's market, but anyway, so myself personally, as living here close to 69 years, I'm really sick and tired of hearing how horrible Thelma is. I'm tired of hearing she never done nothing for the townships. I'm tired of hearing all that crap because there wouldn't be a Red Man Hall, there wouldn't be a farmer's market, there wouldn't be a school, a baseball diamond, a community center, a sewer system in this town if it wasn't for that lady sitting right there.
And natural gas.
She has done more for this township since I've been alive. The people she took it from took bush hogs in the cemeteries and knocked all the stones around the fence. So she makes sure they're mowed and I do my best to take care of them. It's really hot to be weed eating right now. So with that slows down a little bit. But I think this, lack of a better word, I think all the bullshit needs to stop because this is a Republican community. And the Republicans have always just kind of, since Thelma's been elected, have just walked right through. Now, there's another group of people that are pushing to vote Democrat because they don't like what's been said, they don't like any of it. So be aware, you might have a little bit of fights on your hands because when people get tired of something, they look for something totally the opposite. And I'm one of these people that my grandpa would be throwing dirt in the air in the cemetery if I pulled a Democrat lever. But I've got to know that this shit's gonna stop, period. It needs to stop today. Don't need to continue another damn minute. Because that lady has been, I consider that lady family, and I don't want nobody shitting on her good name.
Well, and I'm not going to take ill will of her. And even after the election, I walked up to you and said that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was run against Thelma Jeffries. I've said all along, there are two people in this county as a Republican you don't run against, Marty Hawk and Thelma Jeffries. And that was, I did not take that lightly. I mean, matter of fact, I came straight up to you afterwards and told you that.
Well, I'm not upset that Thelma didn't win, because I'm sure she's got a lot better shit to do than worry about this. But it's just the way it was handled. I heard a lot of bad stuff about her reputation, what she done and what she didn't do, and everything they said she did was it was wrong, and everything that she did do, that's not true. So just be aware. There are a group of people out here gathering up signatures to join the Democrats and clean this place out.
I have no doubt.
It's coming.
Can I say something as the lone Democrat sitting up here? First of all,
You can't be a Calvary. I had to be come in.
okay, as the lone Democrat sitting up here, I would like to say that I think one thing we have found out on the board is that we have respect for one another, and it doesn't really, Stephen's Republican ideas I don't even know what they are. I mean, I'm a Democrat because probably nationally, statewide, there are things going on that I don't agree with. But as far as Clear Creek Township is concerned, and you knew my husband.
Very well.
And he ran as a Democrat.
Yeah, I know. I guessed him out.
And he would stand up for that. I know he would.
Well, I know if Frank was sitting there right now, he would look at it. He would, not in front of anybody, but when it was all over and nice to me, he would have said exactly how he felt, whether you liked it or not.
Joanne does too, don't worry.
That's okay, I'm good. But I just started hearing, and listen, Stephen, to be honest with you, 90% what I hear is what they say is coming out of you. Dustin is about 5%, and I don't know who the other, it might be against the Democrats.
Well,
But I know this lady running, I don't have a clue who she is, don't know her.
she's behind you 2 seats.
Well, I'll have to meet her. I do know, I'm just dead serious. I don't think you're going to cakewalk on this election. It's going to be very, very close.
Look, I take nothing for granted. I dealt with it in the primary. I found out more about myself in the primary than I ever have. I heard lots of things that I had done that didn't even know I had done. As far as farmers market, Sharon and Patty can attest. I don't talk politics, I talk breakfast, and then I get out. I don't mention anybody's name. I spent the fair, and I tried not to mention politics. Someone asked me where I lived, and I told them, and didn't mention anything else.
The problem is and it's hard on my mind, I know thousands and thousands of people from being involved in the volunteer fire department for 30 years. Mm-hmm. And then being a chief and assistant chief for 12 years. People, they say, are you the guy who was that chief? Yeah. Well, what the hell's going on down there? So-and-so said Thelma's in trouble. they're gonna have her put in jail and they're gonna do this. And I just sit there and I
I'll
think,
visit you.
it's all the State Board of Accounts. That's where all this comes out of.
Here's what people don't realize. Every 4 years, the State Board of Accounts comes in and does an audit.
Well, I
Guess
know
what
they
this
do.
year was? It was our 4th year. So every year,
Yeah.
every 4 years, you get the State Board of Accounts audit. Correct, Tony? Every 4
Sometimes-
years like clockwork.
Sometimes we used to request one halfway, just to make sure our district was square, because we never wanted to go before anybody and have one knock against us. That's just how we work.
And I will say this loud and proud. That woman and Tony both, Thelma and Tony, have done nothing but do the best they could for Clear Creek Township.
And then there are two more
Period.
things and they're short. One, I don't think you need a bunch of help in the township office. I think two people, the trustee and the trustee man up there, or whoever it will be, ought to be able to handle this small township. Two, let me sit on two.
You're gonna sit on two, you
Yeah.
started it, you're not gonna say
No.
it.
Okay, while you're sitting on two, what I wish could happen, Thelma's, I mean, I don't, that boggles my mind that those things are being said. So what I would ask you to do is next time you hear it said, or hear somebody say they heard it said, ask them to come to a meeting. Ask them to come. We sit here, Jeff, Democrats can even raise their voices. We sit here every week, and this is a crowd that we have tonight. So if there are people that are so interested in this township, why don't they come and talk to us?
But there's a lot of people like me. I only been to 2 township meetings in however long Thelma's been trustee, 38, coming up on whatever it is. I've only been to 2. That was 3 months ago and today. Because I get tired of hearing just strange people, and I have people that are friends, good friends of mine, that are upset about this. But they live in Perry, so you're lucky. Because they fear. I don't kiss and tell. So if I knew all their names, I'd never tell anyone who they are. But I won't sit here and lie to you and make up what I've heard. That I won't do. The second thing is, now I'm going to do something.
Okay.
I've heard the first thing that they want to do is move this business out of Harrisburg. I think that's a bad idea. And I don't care if you rent a car wash bay off of Dennis, but the food pantries here serving Polk,
Yeah.
Clear Creek and Indian Creek and Salt Creek, excuse me, not Polk. And this has been the central hub of Clear Creek Township for 50, 60 years. So I know it's 50 for sure. So
Well, I
don't
will
agree
say
with
I
that.
did say that, and I've owned it to everybody that's asked. My only thing on it is, and Thelma and I, we had a heavy disagreement. Dustin was in with me. I can't see paying rent when we have a space that the township owns.
Okay, so.
And I posed this question to Smithville Area Association. I posed it to Harrodsburg. What if I didn't spend $14,000 on rent? What project could you do? And everybody was quick to say that would be really useful. You know what I mean?
So.
If we had a building, I just want to get this point across because I've said it before. The township office doesn't matter to Smithville. The township office matters a lot to Harrodsburg. I don't want to move it, and I don't want to come back. I've talked to many people on spots that we could have over here that we own, maybe areas that are dilapidated that we could redo, but I just don't want to pay rent for something when we have a township-owned building.
So.
But we didn't have any of these
I know.
buildings. Well, it's not like I just popped in office and started charging a bunch of rent.
And that's not what
And I want to say, this rent deal has really ticked me off big time because I've said it over and over. This board does not seem to be able to absorb any truth that I say. I've never worked with such board members that I felt such hostility to come to these meetings. And I'm tired of all of that. But the idea of rent, I supported the township for about 20 years. It didn't pay utilities, it didn't pay any of this stuff. And it all came out of the little convenience store that I was running at the time. And anything that was going on for the township, we had to take up donations from the people that owned the businesses around here to get something off the ground. But the board members are the ones that voted to do the rent. And one of them was in real estate, which was Randy May. And Randy May is the one that studied all the square footage rentals and things around Bloomington and in Monroe County.
Comparables.
And what?
It's called comparables.
Well, do you guys have any trouble renting your units over there to other places? I mean, can you put that space up for rent for $1,200 a month, and then it's a break even? Because I heard somebody talking. I don't remember who it was. I don't know where I was, but anyway, they were talking about moving it, and in my mind, I've always seen them buildings kind of full over there. I mean, always some little business or church or something over there. So if you can rent that space to offset the here, you've got to push. That's just food for thought, brother. And I'm shutting up. But I want the bullshit to stop that's going on. I don't like it.
I know from myself, I don't badmouth Thoma. I have nothing ill to say against Thoma. I have no negative towards her.
And they have to bring out the old hair burgers. Bring them to the meeting. They're all dead.
Pat, what you got?
One thing to say in particular is that it was only the Republicans that voted her out. If the Democrats had been voting and that had been a primary that was closed, then she would still be running for the office this year because there would have been challenge.
Well, but I'm not going to tell her age.
No, I'm just saying
I know
the
it.
Democrats voted for her for all these years as well.
Yes.
They're the ones that voted for her temporarily just as much, and it's because of the loss of their vote in the primary. Otherwise, she would still have that.
Well, but I mean, I don't think Thelma put out one sign, never went to one thing to try to get her votes back, which I think she could have. Attended 2 meetings, she'd have won the election. But that's beside the point to me. I just want the bullshit to stop. And she don't need it at her young age. She don't need to hear this crap. And her grandkids don't need to hear this crap 25 years. So, I don't care what politics you got. It's just, everybody needs to just
Well, it's not coming from the board. I can tell you that
get
much.
the hell off of it, in other words. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's not coming from the board. I specifically try not to talk politics when I'm out at functions.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know, but I've been in trouble many times for something I shouldn't have done.
He is a Calabrese, let me tell you, he is a Calabrese. I'm here to attest, he is a
I live right on the
Calabrese.
edge here.
So, all right. Anything else?
You got my grandma's roof version today, not the route down.
All right. Last call. Anything else? All right. Make a motion to adjourn at 5:49.
Ooh, I second that motion.